Okay, is it time? Welcome to my tiny place of peace. Hi, I just got back to the property and I'm going to show you what I walked upon. So, I've got a lot of work cut out for me. Here we go. So, everything that I've cut down is not as bad as it was when I first got here, but it's pretty bad. So, all of this was totally cleared out. This area here, all of that was cleared out. Everything around here was cleared out. Everything right there was cleared out. Everything by the house was cleared out. All of that was cleared out. Even my tent, everything around my tent was cleared out. So I got a lot of work ahead of me. And I got a plan, so I'm gonna see how much I can get done today. I'll be back. So I went and got some vinegar and I'm going to spray it on the weeds because I'm not trying to kill them 100% because I know that I can get something to do that. But I'm just trying to bait it down to where I can work and get this cleared, or at least get it cleaned up to where it looks decent enough and I don't feel like I'm caved in, and hopefully it'll run any bugs or lizards or snakes back. That's my goal. So I had to go get another. If you saw, I was trying to get the other one, which I've had that one for a while, and I think it got clogged up or something happened to it. So I went and got another one, and I'm going to get it going, and I'll be spraying everything down, and then hopefully the sun will be over in the area that way to where I can start mowing or weed eating. So let's see what happens. Well, I stopped with that because some of it looks like what I've been growing in my pots. And so I don't want to kill off anything that I've already been growing. So what I'm going to do, looks like my seeds got randomly spread, and maybe that's possible. But what I'm going to do is just go ahead and start weed eating and mowing down. So I'm going to start with the area in the shade, of course, because it's not so hot, which is this area right here. And then as the sun goes in that direction, my goal is to start getting a path through there to get over the fence that I mentioned before. There's a little fenced off area, and I can't remember what was in there, but it looks like maybe the garden. So it's not that grown up in that area. So I'm going to make a path to there and then clean that and then kind of work my way outward, so that I can start putting the things that I have in the beds up here out there because some of the stuff did survive. So let me show you that. Bed was full of cucumbers, but what I noticed is that all the ones that died off, if you see, they're growing more. So I want to get those in the ground to where I can actually get some cucumber, and you can see some of my basil is trying to make it. There's my lemon tree. I do want to go ahead and get it in a spot as well. And then I've got some tomato plants that have survived. I think I got a couple of those. And this is cucumber, and I can't remember what that is. Oh, that's a cauliflower or broccoli, one of the two. So I've got some stuff that has been trying to survive, so I'm gonna try to get it out there. Got some oregano down in there with the lemon tree, and over here, I don't know what all that is, but someone's been trying to make it, so I watered it when I first got here, and then I'll take it and transplant it whenever I can get that cleaned up. So this bed was full of cucumbers, as you can see, but they died off, and so it kind of, once it got water again, they reseeded, and so I'm very grateful for that. So yes, it's still a little warm, but we'll see what we can salvage. Okay, let me get to work. So that's pretty much all I'm going to be able to get done with the weed eater for now, because for some reason, I think it's because I bought a cheap weed eater, but that's all I was able to afford at the time. Whenever I turn it off after having run it for a few minutes, it gets hot. It's really hot, and then it doesn't start up again until it's cooled all the way down. So my plan is to invest in a different type of weed eater, because this was just the special that I bought from Walmart. So now what I'm going to do, because every part that I just did some weed eating on was wet, and that's another thing that lets me know that the water is still on. So I'm going to have to contact them tomorrow. So that means the water has been on since I left. And it's, it's slowly running. And so now that I've gotten past that part, I'm going to attempt to mow up and make the trail that I'm trying to make to get to the back, because it's not a lot of work in there, like I keep saying. And it seems like that's going to motivate me to work outward than to just try to work so hard and get all this down. So that's my next part. So I'm going to get the lawnmower out and see if I can get that trail worked down through there. Okay? Okay, so I wasn't able to film me actually working, but I'm going to show you. I did get the path done. So if you look at the before and you look at that now, so here's the path that I've made. I'm taking a little break. Now all of this I cleared out before, like from here all the way. All of this was cleared up until that tree right there. All of that was cleared. All of that was cleared. So I'm redoing some work, but that's okay. All of this was cleared. So because my phone is heating up, because we're right above the sun and there's no cool spot, I'm going to go ahead and get the path all the way through to the fence, and then I'll be back to show you the progress, okay? Yeah, I'm tired. So it's so hot right now, and I'm not used to it at the moment. I was before, but I'm not used to the heat anymore. So Bear and I are hanging out in the car for 3 reasons. The phone is hot, Bear is hot, and I'm hot, if you can see. So I've got to get acclimated to being out in the heat again. I've been sitting up in the air conditioner every day, so, and if I knew I was coming out here sooner than I am out here, I would have prepared myself. Oh, he smells the potatoes on my hands. So we will hang out in here and cool down enough to where, I know that he's cool and he'll stop panting. I do have some water for him, some cool water. He's just not drinking it. I think he's just too hot. So I'm gonna take the signs that he's given me and get him cooled off. So after the sun goes down a little bit, it's over there as the shade keeps moving, I'll keep working until our dinner or our potatoes are done, because that's what we're eating. Drinking lots of water, of course. And then I like Body Armor, and this is the Flash IV Body Armor, and it's strawberry kiwi, not too keen on the flavor, but it's rapid rehydration. So I'm making sure that I drink this. I do load up on Body Armors, just the regular ones, when I'm out here, to make sure that I'm getting enough electrolytes. So I don't like Gatorade or the other stuff. I drink water, Body Armor, tea, and every now and then coffee whenever I'm out here. So that's what my liquids are going to contain, be as I'm out here. I will give you guys an update in a little bit. Okay, since I have a whole lot of work, and I won't say a little bit of time, but I kind of want to go ahead and get this cleaned up rather decently because I really don't want the snakes to be an issue. So I'm gonna go ahead and work where the shade is. So I've left that area because there's not a lot of shade back there just yet. It will be soon. But there is shade here in this area, which is in the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and mow this. This is easy upkeep because I've been keeping this up since I've been out here from the start. So it's really not a whole lot to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out with the lawnmower, and then I'm gonna try to come in and weed eat up in this area, which, oh gosh, when you see it, it just looks like it's overwhelming to me, because I know what it looked like before. So let me get to this. Well, that's something that looks a bit accomplished. I got that done. I do have to come over here and clean this area up some so that I can go in there and mow that. That's beside the tent. And then over here, if you can see it, I can't tell what you can see. This is where all of the sticks that I accumulated before the first time, the first time I came out here, and I just piled them up and hoping, it has leaves under it too, hoping that there's a lot of worms underneath there. That's my hope. So I'll check on that later. And so I had 2 huge piles. I had burned all of them. So I feel like I wanted to see some progress, and yes, I'm seeing some progress. So what I'm going to work on right now, since that area is shaded, I'm going to move the debris that I can move, and then weed eat or mow, because that's where some of my tires are, which I will be using for garden beds. I'm excited about that. I wish I would have been able to do it before now, so that I wouldn't have lost much, but that's okay. I'm here now. Let's see how much I can get done on this. And I also want to work on right in front of this tent. So this is the tent that I used when I went camping in Colorado. And so now what do I use this tent for? I use it for my storage. So it has like some lime and fertilizer, and that's where I was germinating my seeds in. But now I think I have some sand and lime in there, and I think it also needs cleaning out because it got wet. But I'm gonna go ahead and start working in this area right here. I'm gonna clean up the debris, grab me some gloves, and then once I clean up as best as I can, then I'll go in and weed eat. Hopefully my weed eater has cooled off enough for me to use it. Hey, I'm not getting everything done, but I am getting things done. And Bear, if you hear in the background, the car is running. He's inside the car cooling off. I don't blame him, because I didn't realize today, yes, when I say slight breeze, it's a really slight breeze. I don't know if you can see some of the rustle of the trees and bushes and stuff. It is a slight breeze. However, it feels like 106. So with that being said, I don't want him to get overheated. Of course, I'm taking a lot of breaks, but my potatoes are not done. So while they're still, and I'm having to add a little bit more wood as it boils more. So why not be out here and work in the shaded area? All right, so I'm gonna get to this. So one of my phrases, I'm gonna change this, get more stream. One of my favorite phrases is, life is not about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. So why am I talking about that? Because when I first sought out to do this, it's been, oh gosh, over a year. I realized it was going to take some work. However, I did have some help at that time, or some supposed help, quote unquote. Um, of course, I don't know if anybody knows, you never see anybody in the videos with me because it's just me doing the work now. But I am legally married. However, um, my husband left right before COVID became a national disaster, or whatever it was called, a pandemic. Before it became a pandemic, he left. Like, he left in February and it was declared in March. So um, it was supposed to start way back then on a slower pace, and we were going to travel back and forth and do this, but not as extreme as I'm doing it now. Well, because he left, I scrambled to save everything I had: apartment, car, which he had taken. Oh, this is normally, usually you're coming. Okay. The apartment, the car. He had taken the car, and then during the pandemic, I had my own business, craft business, and nothing was really popping off. And I understood. Nobody was buying anything, and I understood because people were trying to get through the pandemic, get through the COVID issues, get through the shutting down. Hang on. Okay. So people were trying to get through all of that. So I understood why. So I was like, okay, well, I've got to go back to work, to a job, because at that time I was getting further behind on my rent, and the plans for here were at that point put on hold, non-existent at that point. So I was just in survival mode, trying to keep afloat there. And my daughter was in college, so college was shutting down. I was trying to make sure I could get her home, and my son was at home with me as well. So I put it off. And then whenever things started stabilizing in my life a little bit better, I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to do it by myself. And then I thought, well, yes, I can do it by myself. It's just going to take me a little bit more planning. So I planned, and then my plan was to move down here and do it full time. That didn't work out. Then had the water leak. That didn't work out. So this time I was like, you know what? Let me do what I can. And things have not been working as well as I want them to work, but I'm getting it done. And so the person that I'm creating is someone who knows what they want and making a decision to go after it. And no, it may not be the way other people are doing it, but it's my way. And it's trial and error. It's working, it's not working. I go back and I revamp, and I work on something else and try to get it going. So now I'm at it again. I was very fortunate to find a job that I could work from home, but the problem was I had to work from my apartment, which made it difficult because I had to come down here periodically, which was difficult to do because by the time I got down here, I was tired and didn't get a lot of work done, and it got overgrown again. So then I sought out to get someone to do it for me, and honestly, I just can't afford it. So I'm like, well, if you really, really want this, you'll do what it takes to get it, and that's what I'm doing. So now that I've got this change, I'm gonna go ahead and get some more weed eating done because the potatoes are almost done, and Bear and I'll be able to eat. And I'm gonna go cool off with him for a moment or two. All right, see you in a bit. So I'm right here at it, at the fence. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in and show you. you look, it's right there. That's one of the poles. So we're close. Let's keep the work going. Oh boy. Okay, so I made it to the fence. I've got just a little bit more daylight. I want to kind of widen the path a little bit, but I've got to take this wheelbarrow up to the front. So this way it makes the third wheelbarrow full of limbs that I've moved just to make this path. And hopefully I'll get a chance to show you on the other side of the fence before we lose light. So let me get going. So I had to stop because I sprayed some off on me and I'm having a reaction to it. My skin is burning and I can't find my soap. So I'm going to, well, can't use that water. I'm going to get this off of me, and I'm using Dawn because it is stinging so bad. Whew. My goal was to be able to go out there with no shirt on like I had earlier because it's so hot and it's cooler. So I sprayed some off on me, and it's supposed to be the smooth and dry kind. Well, it's smooth, it's dry, but it is burning. So try to get that off as quickly as possible. I sprayed it on my legs too. Oh my goodness. So that's how my day ends. I'm cleaning off the off that was supposed to protect me from mosquitoes. So tomorrow, it'll be in the it'll be as I get shade in that area. So I think it's like twice a day I get shade in the area. But I wanted to show you all the work that I did get done if I have some daylight left after getting all this off of me, and then putting some I think I have some calamine lotion. I know I have some Gold Bond, so I'm going to put that on after I get this off of me because, oh boy, it is stinging. And I tried a different off. You know, I don't usually use off for this reason, but this one's supposed to be easier on your skin. It's not easy on my skin. So Bear's over here digging holes in the dirt that's wet because it's cool. He's had a trying day, so I have to get used to being outside again. You know, as I stated earlier, I've been living lavishly in the air conditioner, but I will say I am so glad that I'm back out here. I feel so at peace. I was really stressed out about not being able to do this, and as a result, which I know I could have had a little bit more willpower, as a result I've gained weight. So that's one of my goals, is to get this weight off of me. It's not hard because I'm a little bit more disciplined out here, not only because I want to be, but also because I have to be. You know, my refrigerator situation is different. My eating, how I eat and what I eat is different. So it'll be easy to get off. Woo, Jesus. Feels so much better. It's a good thing I didn't spray it everywhere else. I think I sprayed, did I spray it here? No, I'm not burning there. So, you know. So, I am thankful again that I am back out here. I feel more at peace. Yes, it is a lot of work, but it's happy work for me. I feel so much better. Let me put this back over here. I don't know how much of a fight I'm gonna have to put up with the city, because I've been gone and my water was supposed to be turned off and it's not. So it's a trickle, and that's why I have all the water in my yard. But we'll see what they say, because they were supposed to come and turn it off and they didn't. Well, they did, but it was still running a little bit. So, well, that's the end of my day. I will see you guys on tomorrow. This was a very successful, my first day back. So I feel like it was successful. I don't feel as overwhelmed as I felt when I first walked up on the property. So let me show you guys what I've gotten done, okay? So I got this down some, which is, I'm so glad that I did that. And all of this is soggy from the leak. You can see where Bear's walked through it. I've walked through it. He's been digging in it and laying in it because it's cool. I'm okay with it. I just don't want him to get any ticks, so I've got to treat him for that. I got all of that down. I wish I would have got further, but hey, I got something down. I got this down here. I'm gonna keep this tree. I think it's a very good coverage tree from the front of the property. And let's walk over here. And of course, my trail to the fence line, I worked in that area a whole lot. Let's see what else I got done. It's a lot of work to get done. I didn't even go over there today. Didn't go over there. Look at our friends from across the street. Hey Bear, there's your friends. Hi girl. Hi. She's like, I don't know who you are right now. Okay, so I was able to get this. Oh, I was so glad that I got this done. I got this done. I was able to work in that area. So all of this, because it was actually from here all the way to there full. So I got that down. I even worked in that area. If you can see, I got that down. And as we walk around here, I got this down, and the car was parked right there, so I didn't get that part. But I did, Bear, he wants to play with them. So I also mowed the driveway. I usually mow that every time I come, but the last couple of times I came, I didn't mow it. He wants to play. He thinks they're gonna run and play with him. That's what his friend Daisy does. Okay, so I also was able to move my car in here. I always like to park my car up in here, but I couldn't whenever I first came. So I did get all that down, all the way over to here and over by the tent. I didn't get that, but I was able to stack my stuff up right here. I'll get the Allen wrench and take those apart at some point, because that's pretty good poles. That's what I used. Oh, and let me show you. So I did show you my plants earlier. And what I hate that I'm going to be destroying, all of these are berry vines. I mean, it is overloaded with berry vines all over, and I want to salvage some of them, but I also want to look at that one. Look at that. There's so many berry vines. And look at one of my seeds. Oh my goodness. One of my lettuce seeds must have gotten loose, and look at there, it's growing. I think a lot of my seeds got loose, so I've got stuff everywhere. Oh, let me show you what my avocado plant, my avocado tree is growing. And now look at this. Okay, so this I know is oregano. So I'm wondering if, where is it? If this is oregano as well? Or is that oregano? I got a lot of that popping up. But my seeds did go everywhere. And I did plant some marigolds over in here and a few more things, but of course I need to go in here and de-weed it to see what's in there worth keeping, because I don't know what any of it is anymore. So instead of just coming through and weed eating it all down, cutting it all down, I wanted to kind of look in on it, because I had dropped some mint seeds over in that area, over here some lemongrass and something else, but I don't know what's what, so I may lose it all. So tomorrow I'll work on doing some more, getting it under control. I've only seen one lizard, which is not a big deal. I just don't want to see any snakes. So I'm trying to get the grass under control, and I'll do some cleaning on the rest of it. Of course, I got to clean this area to start moving that out again. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to burn tonight. I don't think so, because it's so hot, and it's going to be a warm night. So I don't think I'm going to burn. But I wanted to put my hammock out, but I didn't get a chance to put the other stake out close enough by the tree to where I can do that. So I've taken the rain guard off the tent, so hopefully we'll get a little bit cooler. If I find that it is too hot for Bear, we're gonna sleep in the car underneath the air conditioner. Not that big of a deal to me. I just want to make sure that he is comfortable. So I'm really excited about being back out here. I'm excited about being back out here. I'm excited about actually getting things done. As I'm out here, when I'm out here working, it's like, okay, my dream is truly coming alive. As I'm out here working, it's like my dream is truly coming alive. It's really happening. I will get better at filming. It's just me. So if I had more than one camera, that would work out great. However, I don't. But I'm going to think of some things that will make this much easier, because it is a lot of work trying to film and work and make sure you get good footage. But I'm going to work really hard at it, because not only for you guys to see, but it's going to show me what I've accomplished. It's going to show me that I'm getting it done. It's going to show me that I can do this, because I have had to build my confidence up in knowing that I'm more than capable of doing this. Yes, it's going to take some work, but if one plan fails, regroup, reset, and get out there and do it again. So my goal is to dream, plan, and do. And hopefully you guys will be here along the way. Thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. Like, share, subscribe, so that you can keep seeing. And so also, wait, I'm just gonna put this out there. My goal is to be more consistent. I found it difficult to be consistent because I wasn't here, so I felt like, why film anything? And then while I was here, I was trying to get work done. So I'm gonna be more consistent. So until the next time, you guys, thank you so much, and welcome to my tiny place of peace. Bye.